Sitting at home. Guess you could call us Video
Alright guys, welcome back to Video Bros.
Games weekly, by the way.
Yeah.
So it's clear that not a lot. None of their games are made with a lot of effort put into them or thought, because they spend weeks. They spend a couple days making a game. Especially
doing Digital Homicide like that. If they if they're making games, they're making a boatload of money just because of those games. I mean, they're not making a boatload of money, I don't think, because of how bad the games are, but if they're making Steam a boatload of money just because they can distribute the game on there, and every time they put a game on there, they get money anyway. So, if like Digital Homicide, I don't know if what their practices are going to be now, but if Metroid, another Metroid 2 comes out and on Steam, like I said before, millions of people are going to buy it, you're going to charge you $5,000. Then you have Digital Homicide. Well, your games sell like hotcakes in like 5 minutes because, you know, you sell a game every fucking week. So it doesn't matter. And you charge everyone $1 anyway, so it's cheap as hell. So, you know what? We're only going to charge you $100 because, you know, your games are totally making money, and another Metroid 2 isn't making any money as much as you are because, you know, it just came out, and, you know, they don't make games like that every week. And we don't make that much money off of you. Like, that's the bullshit thing. They can make it so much, and they haven't kind of a real price yet for how many developers there are, and then it can get really bad because they can charge whatever they want as of right now, which is kind of sad. I think if they took the green light program and modified it and made it better, where okay, you have to actually vote and test the games out legitly and make sure the games actually do work and they're not a piece of shit and whatnot, and then that'll be okay. But like any person, they can't deny people either, so that's why Digital Homicide and all these other people are gonna be on there anyway still for years to come.
I think they also tried to sue Valve, which was really fucking stupid.
No, I know they tried to view Valve because they thought that
sue Valve
because they thought that their that their games. Well, they knew that they know their games are fucking terrible. They think that it's so hard to make video games. Which, for me and Brandon, if we made a video game, it would be hard, yes. But we would try our hardest to make a good game, at least something that was playable, not like Digital Homicide. But for them, maybe making games hard for them. It's not an easy thing for everyone. But to say that that you know deliberately that that your games are horrible because you're making games weekly, like you're making games weekly.
They literally
no, I don't know anyone that releases a game or two weekly and says, you know what, we're gonna just keep going out, boom, 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 boom. You know what that reminds me of? What? That reminds me of that video that JonTron made, where he reviewed the bootleg Disney games.
Oh god!
And then he went on to that one website, like Dress Up Game or some shit like that. And there was like millions of different fucking Frozen games.
Yeah, that was weird.
That's like Digital Homicide, where you're taking, you know what's bad about that website too?
What?
That they no matter what, like you go on the site and say what kind of character you want to play as, whatever.
Shit.
Like say if you want to play a SpongeBob game, or you want to play a Frozen game, or you want to play a Mario game, or you want to play Pokemon games, or you want to play Metroid, or you want to play, I don't know, Loud House game per se, or Invader Sim games, whatever.
Are there even any Loud House games up?
On Nickelodeon probably, but not.
Oh, okay.
But I'm just giving an example. Like say if you just pick a character from a video game or a movie or
it's just a missile spell.
Or an animated movie or anything that had to do with kids stuff, right?
Yeah.
You can just go on there and be like, I want to play these games right now. Every single game on that website is the exact same thing. Just change the character.
Aren't they just basically like cut and paste?
They are. They're cut and paste. Exactly what they are. Oh, you want to play Frozen Foot Doctor? Okay. 2 minutes later, it's just you SpongeBob Foot Doctor. Oh, the exact same game with SpongeBob. Oh, now you want to play Frozen Zombie Baby.
Sounds like that this is something for people that really just don't want to put a lot of effort into making games.
No, it's all clickbait. That's the shit I hate. But, like I was saying, Steam needs to get their shit together because Steam has been in a lot of controversy before. Even though Steam is the biggest thing going on there for computer gaming as of right now. You got Origin and you got EA's Access, whatever it is. That's not as popular as what do you call it? As Steam. So Steam, get your shit together. Also, another thing I want to talk about. Brandon knows about it, but I know about it a little more.
What is it with Jim Sterling's lawsuit?
No.
Because
not that, but
because apparently
we talked about it in the show anyway before.
Yeah, but this is really quick. I don't know if I told you, but they were still going to try and follow through unless they couldn't make up the funds or whatever for the legal fees they had to pay and shit for the lawsuit.
Hey, they don't make any fucking legal fees.
And they were trying to make the legal fees work and everything. They were trying to get money for it. And if they couldn't do it by the guy from Digital Homicide by February 10th, which just passed 2 days ago. 3 days ago. We're recording this on the 13th. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. In the future.
Don't do that.
But
oh, I know what you're doing. Why don't you put a fucking bomb up there?
I'm gonna try in a sec. But that if they couldn't come up with the money for
wait, do you have to hit those before you have to hit those and turn them into the bomb switches before you can bomb them?
No, it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
If you know they're there, you can get them.
Okay.
That if they couldn't come up and get the legal fees and shit first, I can't go through there yet. I think you need like a power bomb to get through there, but I got a missile expansion, so I'm happy.
You already have 130 missiles. This is way too much than you to get in any Metroid game.
Well, I think Metroid Prime had up to like 255.
Yeah, but that's Metroid Prime. I'm talking about like 2D Metroid games.
Oh. That if they couldn't come up with the money for the legal fees and shit by February 10th, that the case would be dropped. But for over a year, they were still trying to get shit for the case and stuff. So this goes back to like 2015, 2016. But eventually, they didn't file the lawsuit against Jim Sterling until like March 2016.
Yeah, I know.
Is what I remember to my knowledge. But yeah, so I didn't look up to see anything yet. But unless, and I highly doubt it, that Digital Homicide was able to get up the guy from there that's suing him.
Well, you didn't grab that health?
Nah, it's whatever. Unless they were able to come up with the money for the legal fees that he has to pay and shit, I'm pretty sure now Jim Sterling won the case. Even though to begin with, there wasn't really a case at all.
There wasn't. There was no case. There was no case to begin with. Even if Digital Homicide had the money and was going to sue them, there's no case.
I remember commenting on a video Alpha Mega Sin did a while back on that whole thing when I found out about Jim Sterling being sued by them. And I'm like, being sued because you have a different opinion? I was like, no, being sued for expressing your opinions? Jeez, what kind of world do we live in?
The only reason I could...
And Alpha Mega Sin replied to me, because he replies to people if you comment early enough on a video, if you're like quick to watch it when he uploads, and he said, not just opinions, negative opinions, yet accurate. That's what he said to me, and I'm like, yeah, pretty much. Like it was his opinion on their game, The Slaughtering Grounds, which is one of their most noteworthy games for how bad it is. It's like, he wasn't wrong. I watched a video on it. The game is really atrocious. You need to see it.
I've seen it.
Oh god.
I know about all this already.
How fucking awful does that game look?
It's like something Nickelodeon would produce, but not as like gory.
No, even Nickelodeon would put a little bit more effort in their games than that, and that's really just saying that loosely.
Well, actually, they make pretty good games. I'm not gonna lie.
2 in a row.
Not like something I would go and play all the time though, but you know.
They make decent games.
Yeah.
But
wait,
how do I?
What I was gonna say though is before Brandon knows about this, but I know about it more than he does.
What?
That apparently, because Nintendo is apparently what's rumored, but I'm not.
We were here earlier.
I don't believe it because it doesn't make any sense for Nintendo to do it.
What?
Even though people were saying that it could happen.
I know what you're gonna say.
But apparently they're looking to make a Switch Pro.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Or a 4K Switch, and I don't believe that they have that's where they're gonna go with it. And let me explain why. Even though like people have said before and showing off and all this stuff about the Switch, when the NX was revealed, when it was the NX, there were so many different things about what the console could have been, what the console can be, what the console should have been this and that, and they all had patents, and Nintendo released a lot of patents on controllers and systems, and what systems they can produce, and the features and whatnot of all this stuff. Before the Switch was even an idea, only when it went to NX, and one of their patents was you could take a home console or a device, right?
Yeah.
And you could hook it up to another device and simply boost its GPU. Now, what that has some truth to it, as like if you boost the GPU, which is the graphics compatibility, the graphic card, and the CPU, which is the central processing unit, and there's some truth to it, where it's happening now with the Switch, where if you take the Switch and you use it normally, it'll produce like under 40% of what it can normally do, and it can also and it runs the screen resolution at 720. But that's only because the screen is made for 720. But because they're using some kind of like technological things, it works out in their favor because the screen's apparently one of the best screens that Nintendo ever made for any console so far. So I'm not going to judge them for what they're doing. It sounds amazing, but when you plug the Switch into the dock itself, you're getting a 40% increase in GPU and CPU speeds and whatnot. So you get 1080p graphics, you get the full lighting systems and whatnot, or whatever it can do. And you get basically everything that the Switch can do or should do at the home console. It will do. Now, people were saying that there's a thing in the back of the system where the big slot in the back of the Switch is dock, not the Switch itself, the dock. Where if you open it up, you get what's it called? You get an AC adapter. You get a USB 3.0 charger. USB slot, and you get an HDMI slot. Now, people are saying that that it's rumored that Nintendo can automatically just make a Switch Pro, or they could produce they can produce more docks for the Switch, because you can now go out and buy the docks and separately, saying if if I don't want to play it in my room and I want to bring it downstairs, or people bother me and I want to bring it, like I'm playing downstairs in my living room and people are bothering me and they want to watch TV, I can just take it up and put it into my room. You can buy multiple docks for multiple rooms or whatever it is. But people are saying now that you can either buy a dock, or you could potentially in the future buy what's it called? What do they call them?
Wait, why did it do that?
I forget what they're called, but Razer has it though. I know Razer has it for one of their things, and some other company has it too, where it's an eternal GPU booster, where it's a giant box. Well, not a giant box, not like a PC, but it's a small box that you can host like desktop quality graphic cards in there, and you can plug it into a USB, and basically you will be able to boost the GPU and CPU performance a little bit, but most of the GPU performance by a lot compared to what's in your laptop already. And that can work with the Switch in a way, since it uses USB 3.0 and USB-C. USB-C, which is the newest version of 3.0, does it have the data output and whatnot to do it. But what I don't think it will ever happen though, and Nintendo won't go out and say, oh, well, now we have to compete with Nintendo. I mean, not Nintendo. We have to compete with Microsoft and Sony, because Sony got their Pro and Microsoft got their Scorpio coming out, which technically Scorpio can't even produce fucking 4K. Peace out, guys.